About a month ago, I was brushing my teeth like any other normal day, except this time was different. As the bristles of the toothbrush scratched across my gums, I was immediately plagued by an insatiable itch. I felt as if I had a bug bite directly above the roots of my teeth, and no matter what I tried, I could never relieve the sensation. I tried multiple times, gargling salt water to no avail. I didn't want to mutilate myself. I mean, who would? But as the days continued, the itch was driving me crazy. I felt my sanity slip from me as I pondered over the least painful options I could think of while I still had a rational mind. I began trying things, like using a razor from my utility knife to gently slit my gums. And while they bled profusely, I again tried the salt water. It was so painful. It burned like nothing I had ever felt before. And I wasn't able to do it for long before I had to spit the water out. I cursed and sobbed as the itch persisted and was now getting worse. I was going insane. I wasn't able to eat or sleep. My thoughts were only of how to cure this itch. I ended up at my breaking point and decided that I needed to get under my teeth if I was ever going to rid myself of this damn itch. So, with trembling hands, I grabbed a pair of vice grips from my small toolbox and clamped onto one of my incisors. I tried yanking it softly at first, and a shooting pain followed, causing me to retract and drop the pliers onto the floor. I cursed again. I was fed up. I couldn't handle it anymore. I clamped the tooth once more, took a deep breath, and quickly in one motion tried forcefully yanking it. Doing this only caused my tooth to break. And on top of a maddening itch, my mouth was hot with the pain of the exposed nerve in my tooth. I decided to look at the damage I had done. And when I did, I immediately regretted it. Sticking out of my tooth was what looked to be a worm, wriggling and writhing. I vomited upon seeing this horrid sight. I felt my head get light and my vision began to go black. I awoke some time later and looked into the mirror again. This time there was no worm, but my mouth was still searing with pain, and the itching had become so unbearable that I didn't care what happened anymore. One by one, I broke each of my teeth, trying to pull them. Each tooth had a little wiggling worm coming up. I fought the urge to black out again. I was determined this time to rid myself of this nightmarish reality I was subjected to. All my teeth were broken. The molars were especially painful to rip out. Oh, the itching didn't stop. I decided more drastic measures were in order. I retrieved a small propane blowtorch and my flathead screwdriver, then proceed to heat it, glowing red before stabbing it into my gums and prying the fragments of my teeth out. Black liquid squirted out. I had assumed it was blood, but the odor was foul and made my nose curl up in disgust. Choking back gags, I proceeded to do the same to the rest of them. Relief soon followed. Once my teeth were gone, sitting broken and bloody in the sink of my bathroom, I discovered the source of the itch. What I thought were worms were actually the tendrils of some small creature which I wasn't familiar with. It was something out of Lovecraft lore. A small black body, slimy and disgusting. No eyes or mouth that I could make out. It reeked and rot, filling my eyes with tears. I gagged. And now, I believe that my gums and teeth were merely a cage of sorts for this creature. Because when I pulled it from my bloody gum holes, it slithered its way down my esophagus. I felt it hit my gut like a shot of a hard liquor. I screamed and blacked out again, hitting my head on the corner of the sink. When I woke up, I was ecstatic because the itch had finally gone away. But then I remembered what had happened before I passed out. And immediately afterwards, I felt the same itch down in my guts.